too much, got drunk, or what have you. And the sister, Quilla Long, had told me, she said, Gerald, well, we had already heard that there was a fight, that had happened over there from, people that Dejanay was telling had happened. And so they
Right.
asked, the girls that, Quilla was like, well, did y'all jump on my sister? Because I heard y'all jumped on her. And they said they lied. They lied to their face and said, no, there was no altercation. It was alcohol poisoning. It wasn't no fight or no type of altercation. And so they said, okay, well, all right. Again, they had no reason not to believe them because they were there, and
Mm-hmm.
Khalil was Shanquella's best friend. This is not an acquaintance. This is not someone that you just go to the club with and y'all friends. You see each other every weekend. This is not somebody you just go skate with. This is an actual friend. This was
A
someone that went
real.
on vacations with the Robinsons family. This is someone who ate at their table and ate at their table when he came back and told them in
Oh
their
my
faces
God.
it was alcohol poisoning. This is someone that Shanquella went to school with. She stayed with him and his girlfriend, in an off-campus apartment when they went to Winston-Salem State University.
Mm.
This is not just a regular person. So they didn't have any reason not to believe him. They had every reason to believe him because he's been a family friend for over 5 years.
Right.
So they trusted him, but they said, well, we'll just wait till the autopsy come back. So the autopsy came back. When the autopsy came back, it showed that Shanquella had a broken neck and she had a severed spinal cord. And that was, she died as a result of that. And so the family said they tried to call Khalil back once that autopsy came back. He
Mm-hmm.
didn't pick up the phone. He went off the radar, in the words of the father.
And he's been off
And
radar since.
he's been off radar since. So now they get her body back over here. This is now when the North Carolina beat gets involved. You know, uh,
And
two
is it
weeks ago.
true that they had to pay $6,000 and had to go through quite a process to get her body back? And that it took two
Yes,
weeks?
yes. The dad said that he paid nearly $7,000 to get her body back. Him and his brother had to get on Google, and they had to Google, different funeral homes and morgues to find out where his daughter's body was because Khalil and the other crew, they left her. So it was
Abandoned.
like that, yeah, abandoned. They didn't get any type of information, to bring back and say, hey, Mr. Bernard, or hey, Miss Salamandra, her body is here. This is who you call. Nothing like that. They just left her, and they left her for dead. So then the video comes out, and now
Now,
the
did
video
they
comes out.
leave before? I mean, because there was a doctor there, and Winter Donovan called 911 apparently, but did they leave that night or that following day?
They left the following day, but let me say
Okay.
this to add to that.
Yeah.
The police report is false.
I'm
There's a
hearing there's some
journalist.
discrepancies.
There's a lot of discrepancies and there's a lot of omissions. And to me, it's just the police report is false. And I'll tell you why. There's a journalist. So every news outlet had reported excerpts from this police report that this journalist had obtained. Okay. And they got it from his website, and he was exposing the nurse that was there. He was exposing the officers that was
Mhm.
there, and he said that none of what the police report stated is what actually happened. And I have an interview with him on Tuesday
What
at
who
the
is
end.
this journalist?
His name is Gerardo.
Oh,
Um,
yes.
yes,
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 Gerardo Zuniga.
yep. He's
Yes,
the
he's an
yep,
investigative journalist that
yes,
yes. So you're
yes.
going
I
to be
spoke with him
interviewing him
today.
on Tuesday.
Yep, I'll be interviewing him on Tuesday. I spoke with him today, and he meets with the prosecutor in Mexico on Tuesday. So I will be able to get the first, information, from him of what the prosecutor is stating is happening in the case. And I sent some questions for him to ask the prosecutor. So that will be Tuesday. And so I'll be posting that as well. So I will
Oh
be
yeah,
speaking
well,
with him.
I will make
Yeah,
sure to share that and maybe even have you back for a little, after analysis on that.
yeah, yeah, absolutely. So and I was very upset at mainstream media because I said, well, you guys took excerpts from his reporting, but you left